Mike Witte, Livestock Production Specialist for Purina Animal Nutrition. We're here at the Cannon Jones and Family Show Pig Barn, and we just want to take a few moments today to talk about the high octane show supplements. And without the doubt, they are the most popular supplements in the market today. And I just want to assure you that Dr. Kevin Burgoon didn't put anything in these products that don't work. Most of these supplements, others, break down themselves into protein, fats, or fibers. And one of the first things I would like to talk about is one of our first high octane supplements was Champion Drive. Cannon, why do you feed Champion Drive?
I like Champion Drive because it gives a big back and a big booty.
That's a testimony. It helps build muscle. It gives them more shape, more expression, more definition of muscle. A sister product to that would be Fitter 35. It's a little higher in lysine, it's a little higher in protein. It'll help burn fat. So if you overshoot the runway and you start to get too much jowl, too much fat in the seam, too much cover, it'll help harden and tone quicker because it'll help burn fat. That's Fitter 35. We've enhanced that product and came up with Fitter 52. It works faster than Fitter 35 in terms of burning fat, hardening one up, giving more expression and tone. So Fitter 35 and Fitter 52 will burn fat, and they are protein supplements. Fitter or Champion Drive will just help enhance muscle, give you more shape and expression. Next thing are fat supplements. Power Fuel. It's over 2,000 calories per pound. It's a little excreted nugget. It feeds to all species. It does a great job of that loin edge junction. That loin dock and a lamb are right over its loin hip junction in a barrel. It helps smooth that out. Another fat supplement we really like is Heavyweight. We love to make a milkshake. And my kids, the analogy is we're pouring gravy over the biscuit, we're putting cinnamon on the ice, or the icing on the cinnamon rolls. Pigs love it. If you've got a pig that doesn't want to eat, try mixing up a Heavyweight milkshake, pour it over their feed. I promise you in 2 to 3 days their intakes are going to significantly increase. But fat supplements, things that put them more cover, more bloom, increased rate of gain, Power Fuel and Heavyweight are those two fat supplements. Fiber, we all want more center body, we want more rib, more spring of rib, more fill up high in that rib shape or fill down that lower rib. We've got two products that do a great job at that, and they're really different. Depth Charge, if you see my experiment right here, expands 3 times its size when it gets wet. It really floats in that room and it turns that upper rib out, making it appear thicker down their top. It really stays up high in the room, and so it helps with that upper rib shape. It's very low in calories. A lot of people use it to lower net energy in a pound of feed to reduce daily gain. Ultra Full is very high in carbohydrates. It's higher in energy. It goes down low. It stays in that lower flank. From the navel back to the rear flank of that animal, it gives them more depth, more expression, down low, wider, more circumference of rib in that lower center body cavity. Those are two fiber products that will help you get more center body or rib if you need that. One of our older products in terms of supplements is Power Fill. Now, my personal testimony is this: the year Brian Vaughn won the Ohio State Fair in August, I showed his littermate brother Halloween weekend at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the Keystone. The barrel wins out there and looks great at 285 pounds. That pig survived and looked good on 3 pounds a day of Power Fill. If you need to slow down average daily gain and buy yourself some time, especially during this period of time county fairs are being pushed back or delayed, Power Fill is the best holding product on the market, bar none. It gives you enough amino acids, enough energy that those pigs won't dry out, lose muscle shape. They will stay good in terms of their condition, but not gain weight to help you manage your goals for your fair. Cannon brings out a very powerfully constructed gilt, really opened up down through that lower 1/3, really big down her top. You really see the expression of muscle And really look at that muscle shape she shows them through that ham and lower, through her stifle when she's walking. This is a gilt you really want to watch in terms of how high a protein, how high a lysine levels particularly you would feed. We need to really soften this one up, allow that muscle to be more pliable and looser while maintaining hock integrity and keep the structure right in this gilt. Perfect feeding scenario for this gilt would be the 819 meal or the old 809 pellets that are still available. It's a 16% protein, low lysine, higher fat feed that will help this gilt develop, because feeding gilts is different than bears. They're later in their maturity curve. They want to stay leaner and heavier muscled longer. Let's lower the protein, increase the fat, make this gilt more supple, softer, and more flexible while maintaining a really nice shape and design. Every show animal is going to feed differently. Gilts, steers, lambs, goats, all are going to have different nutritional requirements. And we selected to bring this one out because this gilt's optimum show condition may not be achieved until she's 325 pounds. Extremely big in her outline, really big muscle. You see the shape and top, the hip this one's got. It's a little harder ribbed, little flatter ribbed gilt that really needs to be pushed to soften this one up. Worst thing you can do is feed this one a lot of high protein supplements to enhance that muscle and make her harder. We need to feed more fats, more fiber. Work on that forerib, work on that lower rib, try to make that center body softer and more mellow, and try to give her a little more feminine approach while maintaining that really cool look she has from the side. We just want to make her look more complete in terms of feeding her for a crossbred gilt division. Let's look at like 809s, 819 pellets, heavyweight, ultra full, things like that to soften, mellow that center portion of a rib, deepen that lower rib, keeping her structural integrity in place. Let's try this on this gilt. Go to our website, Purina Mills/show feeds, and there's a great examples of what I just talked about that'll give you pictures to show you where these products will work. There's also more information on Paline, Alleviate, and products that I didn't mention today. We look forward to seeing you at your local Purina dealership soon. And please ask those folks to help you get products that will make you even more successful.